Hello guys, what's up and welcome back to AB Cubing. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to clean, lube, and set up the GAN 356 RS. And I will also be teaching you a couple things with the GAN 12 maglev, like how to tension it, how the magnets work, yeah. So first thing you want to do is find an edge. And to take it out, you're going to need to twist it like that. And then it will pop out. So, as you can see, these pieces are very dirty. They have black all over them, which is why you want to use something like a toothbrush to clean it. So that's what I'm going to be using to clean it. Now you can use a brush or something else, but then you can just, after you take out the edge, pop out corner. First are the hardest, and then everything else kind of just crumbles into bits and smithereens. So then what you're going to want to do, one fell on the floor. Okay, so now you have the core. I can see that there's some hairs in it. So let me pull these out. Okay. Yeah, they get trapped in there after a bunch of time. Throw them in my trash can. More hairs. Okay, so now what you're going to do is just put the core, set it aside. So I set it over there. And you're going to want to sort out like the corners and edges so it'll be easier to assemble it and clean it at the end. So I'm putting all the edges over in one spot and the corners over here. So that's just about all of them. Okay. So now we're going to take the toothbrush, and you can see that it's really dirty. So what you're going to want to do, you can get it wet if you would like, but you just rub it, and then all that black stuff gets all off. But you will get your table a little bit messy sometimes, so make sure you're not doing it on your mom's precious kitchen table. So, yeah, I'm getting this. The main thing you want to worry about are these little white parts, because that's what's always rubbing. Like, you can do a swipe on the black parts, but we'll get that in a minute. So now I'm going to set this piece aside and do the next one. And basically, I'm just going to be doing the same thing for all the edges. Make sure you get in those cracks and crevices and thoroughly get all that black gunk off. And also, you want to do it about once or twice a month, because your cube does get nasty. Now, if you practice a couple hours a day, I usually practice 2 to 3 hours a day cubing. Sometimes not quite that much. Like today, I haven't practiced at all, but usually I'll practice for at least an hour. So my cube does get very messy. And this is actually my friend's cube. You can say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. So he's also been using it, and he hasn't cleaned it because we haven't gotten around to it. It's fairly new. It's also a GAN 356 RS, which is actually this one in the background. It's a great budget cube. I recommend it. The GAN Air, it's a fine cube, but it's got some flaws. Like, it depends if you want magnets or without magnets. But with one without magnets, I'd go for the GAN 356 RS easily. And then like with magnets, if you're not on a budget, I would go for the GAN 12 maglev. But I'm going to speed up the rest of these edges, and I'll see you at the end. Alright guys, so I have finished all my edges. They're all over here right now, as you've seen in the speed it up section. But now I'm going to show you how to do a corner. So there's usually not that much stuff inside the corner, and usually also the edges are the dirtiest. Sometimes they aren't, like if you haven't put like a bunch of C-turns and you practice those a lot, and that will really get those edges dirty. I mean, it does get kind of dirty, but it will really especially get the edges dirty. So for the corners, basically, you want to go around them like this. They do take a little bit longer because they've got more white part, but then there's not all those cracks. So I'm really thoroughly getting this one it's gonna take a while, but I'm also gonna speed this up. Just wait. This is almost done. Oh, also you might have some hairs on it. Sorry about the camera. So you might have some hairs on them. My friend just took one off. If you have hairs, just take them off, throw them away, whatever you want to do with them. If you want to save them, as I said. But yeah, that's basically all you do. Just rub around them, get all that black stuff off. Yeah, that's about it. Speed this part up also. Alright guys, so here's the method that I do recommend, just swiping off. I actually never thought of that until this point, so yeah, just swipe it off and yeah, get dressed up. Alright guys, so I actually didn't get the end of that on camera, me cleaning the edges, but yeah, it was just basically just me doing that for the rest of it, but now you're done, you want to assemble your cube, so let's pop in this edge, and then I like to go corner, edge, I mean edge, corner. Okay, so one edge, and then the corner goes here. Actually, my friend was the one who told me that it stopped recording, and I was like, oh, no, that's bad. Okay, so corner, edge, and then I like to put the edge above the corner in, so just to help lock it in place, okay? So there's that edge, and then I'm going to do the red, white edge, and it'll start getting sturdier and sturdier as you go. And sometimes you can find all the edges easily. Sometimes it'll take a while. But, yeah, you slip that in. Now we're on the corner. Like, you have to look through, unless you've all sorted them all out into their groups. But I like to start off by doing the white layer and then moving up. But I also like build the layer above it as I'm going, because it helps lock it in place. See how that locks in? And then, yeah, that's basically all you do. It'll just come together very smoothly, it should, unless your cube's an old, like, Rubik's brand or something old. Okay, don't be offended if you like Rubik's brand, okay? But, yeah, anyways, if your cube is kind of old, it might take a little bit more force to get the pieces in. So, as you can see, I'm coming to the last few. You're kind of going to have to force a few of these in. This last one, I'm going to slide in from the top down. It just goes in very nice. And then this, I can put in. And then that's like the first two layers, so like, now it's really stable. It could still fall out. Less likely. It looks so satisfying doing this. I should just make a short doing this. Comment down below if you want that to happen. Okay, but now I'm going to put this red edge in, and then the corresponding corner. I don't know if that's corresponding. No, it isn't. Okay, but then we put the other edges in. And basically, the last piece you want to put in is the same edge. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same exact edge. It just has to be an edge. So just put an edge in for the last piece. So as you can see, we've almost got it done. We got to do this one. And then I'm going to put the corners in, and then I'm going to do, see, you're going to have to start forcing them a little bit. So here, corner. Okay, so that's all the cube reassembled. Now for the edge, what you're going to want to do is, like, pull the corners apart like this. Okay, I dropped the edge. And then push the edge in. It's going to be hard. You can twist it a little bit. Just push. Sorry about the camera. It's a little bit harder on this cube. You want to pop it in just like that, and then you have a reassembled clean cube. But now the next step of this video is going to be lubing it. I use Lunar. It's a great lube for speed. I actually have a card over here. So it has speed 100%, control 1%, actually 10%. Gummy 2%, 2/10. Should I say? Yeah, I should say 2/10. Heaviness, like, it doesn't really make the cube heavy very much, so that's just 1 out of 10, and then 5 out of 10 is for lasting. It usually lasts about a month. Lunar and Stardust, they're my favorites. So you can pop the cap off. You usually want to put 6 drops in. So now you want to split the 2 pieces apart like that. And I might slow this down so you can see how many drops I'm putting in. So you squeeze it and then slow down. Okay, so those drops go on the inner pieces, like the white part that you just cleaned. And then you also want to put like 2 drops along on the edges. 1, 2, 3, sometimes 3. And they'll roll down in, so you want to be careful. And you don't want it to get on your mat, so you can turn the cube around, do algorithms, get those soaked in. Basically just get it around. It's already feeling a lot better. After I do this on all 4 sides, it'll feel really good. Turn it around. 1 on the top. The reason why I turn it around is because it could roll around inside, but it's feeling a lot better than it started. And then the last thing I'm going to be telling you in this video is how to tighten or loosen it. So you're going to want to pop off a center cap, which unfortunately I don't have a screwdriver, which is something I usually use, but it's okay. Just put your fingernail under. I don't know if I can do this. Just put your fingernail under, and okay, that might work. No, that's not working. It's okay. But you want to basically just pry off the cap. I think I can get it. Okay, that went flying, whatever. So on the GAN 356S RS, you have this little thing, which you can turn to what you want. Right now I currently have it set. So if you turn it this way, like if you turn it clockwise, it's going to get tighter and tighter. And then you'll hear a click and your cube will all be all loose. So I actually have it on the tightest setting possible. Okay, this seems like the loosest. Maybe I turned it a little bit. So you want to I like having it on the tightest setting because then it's very controllable. So yeah, then you can just pop your cap back on. You can customize them. And yeah, this cube is feeling a lot better than when it first came to me. So yeah, overall I think that was good. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. AB Cubing out.